Hi, I'm Larry Williams, author of the book Develop Your B-Sides. Now that's pretty much an interesting name for a book, and a lot of people ask me, what the heck is that all about? Well, basically, for the last 20 years, I've been going through life doing many different things and working on different ideas and implementing those ideas, working within my community, within my business, and in my own personal life. And all along I've been saying, oh, I'm B-siding that. And someone asked me, what are you doing? Oh, that's just something I'm B-siding. And they've been looking at me with these really, strange looks saying, what the heck is B-siding? Well, B-siding is kind of my own term. It's something I stumbled upon almost 20 some years ago back in the radio booth when I worked for a radio station. I was a radio DJ for many years. And back when I was a DJ at the radio station, I stumbled upon a very unique methodology that the music business used for years to develop and promote recording artists. What happened was there was the A side of the record, which was the 45 RPM record, which, by the way, was the biggest selling product in the history of music. The 45 RPM record featured the A side, the hit single. That was the A side of the record that the listener would buy at the record store, come home and play. Well, what happened that was interesting was the B side, or flip side of the single, was meant to be a filler, just a song to lure the customer in. So when the record buyer gets that song, they put the needle on the record and they play the song maybe 10 or 20 times on that A side. That's the hit record, the one they like. They know eventually they're going to flip it over and listen to the B side. So the record industry and the record producers hoped that the B side would be a decent song, good enough to lure in the listener, so the listener would say, hey, I like that song too. Now I like two songs. Maybe I'll go out and buy the 33 RPM album, which had 10 songs on it. If they like the album, they might buy more albums. They might buy concert tickets. They might buy merchandising. You see, the B-side served a very useful purpose in the food chain of the 45 RPM record. So something interesting happened along the course of the many years that the B-side has been around. What happened was radio DJs started flipping over those records prematurely at the radio stations, listening in queue with the headphones on, not putting it out on the air, and listening to these B-side songs saying, hey, that's a great song. I'm going to play that for my listeners. What happened next was revolutionary. These radio DJs, not once, not twice, but literally hundreds of times, started discovering songs that the record producers thought were just okay, just a lure, and they were making them hit records because the radio DJ believed into them more than the record producers did. So songs like Unchained Melody, the biggest ballad of all time, was a B-side, originally written off just to be a filler. Songs like I Will Survive, one of the biggest disco songs of all time and an empowerment song for women everywhere, that was a B-side. Remember the song Rock Around the Clock, the song that started rock and roll? That was a B-side. It spent 8 weeks at #1 on the Billboard charts and became the defining song that kicked off the rock and roll revolution. So, think of it from a standpoint of a methodology. Now you have A-side and B-side records, proven B-sides that have gone to the top of the charts and changed the lives and careers of record artists forever. Even changed our lives forever because they became some of the biggest songs that we've ever known in the music world. Well, what I've done with the methodology is this. I've flipped it like a record, and I show purposes and ideas in my book to where people can look at the B-sides in their life, the things that are kind of sitting on their lower shelf of opportunity, kind of the low priority things, the things that we think are neat that we could maybe develop, but we don't because maybe we don't believe in them enough. And if we take those extra steps to really focus on and refine the B-sides in our life, they could be some of the biggest hits in our life and in our catalog known as life. So my book, Develop Your B-Sides, is all about taking something that's on a lower priority and really focusing on it and developing it like a record. Now, never before have we been able to just take something from the universal language of music and use it to empower us, use it to help us, to help our lives and career. This is a book that's going to change personal and professional development forever. If you're looking for that competitive edge, if you're looking to find that signature piece in your business, if you're looking to find that extra oomph that's going to take you over the top in life and career, this book, I hope, will do it because it's using the universal language of music. So it's not just a history lesson, but it's a very proven methodology that can be applied to each and every one of our lives. Develop Your B-Sides. You'll find it on Amazon, but if you want to just go to developyourbsides.com, don't use the little dash in between B and sides. Just go to developyourbsides.com. You'll get all the information on how to order this amazing book. I hope you take a look at it. Again, check it out on Amazon. Use the Look Inside feature. You'll be able to look at some of it and read some of it in advance. Thanks so much for listening. Hope you have a great day. And again, when you go out there in life and career, remember to develop your B-sides.